Something happens to you and you decide to take out your frustrations on who? On what? On your own roads. You decide to let everyone know that you are not the one to mess with, so you decide to start burning and breaking stuff.
We're in the heart of Tembisa, where protest action has broken out. Now, yesterday, a memo went out on social media indicating the residents' disdain over electricity hikes. Now, the metro is part of the most hardest hit in the country, being the second hardest hit with an over 13.4% increase on a municipal level. Now, this comes on top of an increase from Eskom, which saw electricity prices hike up by 11%. Now, disgruntled residents say that their pleas for better service delivery have gone unanswered.
Let's throw bricks onto the streets. That will fix the politicians, huh? You are doing this in your own area where you stay. You are doing this to your own roads. Does that make any sense to you?
One of the big stories we've been following this morning is motorists being warned to brace for severe traffic delays in Ekurhuleni as residents of Tembisa embark on a strike. Now, the residents have shut down entrances and exits to the area. This is in protest of new fixed electricity tariffs that have been introduced by the city of Ekurhuleni.
Imagine if my children started to break our stoves and our TVs when they don't get what they want. Imagine if my children start to doi and put bricks in the driveway simply because I failed to pay their school fees.
Implemented by the city of Ekurhuleni to be scraped off. The road was barricaded with tyres, debris, and also street light poles. But traffic control was here. The city of Ekurhuleni police department was also here, just giving the residents, telling them to move away and disperse.
That is terrorism. And sadly, that is a mindset that has been allowed and even cultivated by the ANC. Tell me, who is supposed to pick up the bricks after you are done with this? Is it the politicians or is it you? And if it's you, what have you really achieved? I am with you. This government has failed South Africans in too many ways. I agree with you. Things must change. But I will not go and burn things on the street, and neither should you.
The situation does remain volatile at the moment, with more residents vowing to join in on the protest action, continuing to barricade roads and potentially damage local infrastructure.
I will not go and destroy my infrastructure just to prove a point, and neither should you. I mean, if this is how you behave when you're frustrated, is it any wonder why no one feels comfortable to invest in your neighborhood? Look at the engine fuel garage right there. Did you see it? How does that business owner feel? How do they feel seeing that the road that should be allowing customers to come to their business is closed because someone is angry? Someone does not get what they want and they go to the street to doi, interrupting the lives and livelihoods of his fellow residents and not the politicians that he's trying to send a message to. Right now, how about you tell me, what is this doing to the people who are trying to run spaza shops there? What does it do to someone trying to run a bakery or any business? Does that not disrupt someone's business, their income, their ability to feed and clothe their children, their ability to rise and become a black-owned business listed on the JSE? If you're willing to disrupt the business of these engine garages, these bakeries, and these spaza shops of people that you know, what will you do to the businesses of investors who you don't even know?
Why must they come and start shooting at us at the first time? We're not there at the streets. We're literally here. Why must they do that? And now, what did they do? They broke my mother's window. And my mom was literally sleeping in her bedroom. Why must they do that? They must come and fix this window. Or else we must take another step.
So you say no one from your yard was participating?
No one. We were literally in the yard. No one was outside. We were here in the yard.
Do you think that the police were just very violent? They didn't...
Exactly, they were very violent because they were busy pointing at us when we were standing by what do you call this? The wall. They start shooting at us. A lot of people in my yard got hurt. Even my uncle, even my friend got hurt. For what?
People come on TV and start showing their wounds after being shot with rubber bullets because what? The police like aiming at innocent bystanders. You're basically telling us that the rubber bullets found you where you were not looking for them. Really? Let's be real, guys. If you are unhappy about the electricity issues, remove the people that you've been electing who have caused Eskom to become like this. This electricity issue, this employment issue, the transport issue, education issue, the corruption or even the crime issue, whatever issues you have, you will not get rid of them by burning tires and destroying businesses in your neighborhood. Destroying your neighborhood brings you no joy. You're destroying your own life when you burn and break there. Blocking your roads destroys the economies in your towns and your townships. The Comrades move on in their blue lights with their generators and enough money to take their children to private schools. The game is a simple one. If you have been voting for the communists and the issues have been persistent, maybe you should start voting differently. It is really that simple. You have other parties, so stop voting for the same people that are responsible for the electricity problem, the unemployment, the corruption issues in our country. Fellow South Africans, let's get serious. Let's vote wisely. Let's preserve our towns and our infrastructure. Please stop burning and breaking stuff when you get frustrated. Vote differently when you are frustrated. Burning and breaking things doesn't bring change. Voting does. We have seen it too many times, guys. With one mouth, the ANC cadres tell you that they want to lower electricity costs.
Billion mark. Let me make the following point, that really the fundamental problem is a structural problem. What is that structural problem? Is a price of electricity. If you had to do a study over 10 years, electricity tariffs have increased by 600%. So you are getting to a situation where an average person finds it very difficult to afford electricity. So one of the issues that we are attending to from a policy point of view, it's not an Eskom problem, it's not an NERSA problem, it's a policy point of view. We need to do policy adjustment to ensure that electricity is affordable without threatening the financial viability of Eskom and municipalities. And then the other one really has to do with the ills that have bedeviled municipalities, issues of hemorrhaging of skills, inability to plan, the technical expertise that has left municipalities. Minister Tembisa is addressing that. Yeah. But we need to get all of that to work together to resolve the problem. It's affordability, it's the technical skills at municipalities, then you are having this combo. And an economy that's not performing, so that people who genuinely cannot afford because out of employment or in fact they are underemployed, they can't afford these tariffs. So you have to fix the structural problem.
And people feel nice and vote. But with another mouth, the same ANC cadres make you suffer.
Now, the National Energy Regulator of South Africa has announced that it's approved electricity tariff adjustments for Eskom. That's for the next 3 years. For the 2025-26 financial year, the regulators approved a tariff increase of 12.7%. Eskom was seeking a 36% hike. For the 2026-27 financial year, NERSA approved a 5.3% increase. That's compared to Eskom's expectation of 11%. And for the year 2027-28, Eskom was given an increase of 6% compared to the 9% it was looking for. The Ministry of Electricity and Energy welcomed the announcement, but added that the lower than expected tariffs would likely place pressure on Eskom to stay the course with its planned investment strategy to strengthen and modernize its generation, transmission and distribution infrastructure. He's promised to work closely with the utility to drive greater efficiencies.
With one mouth, they promise you free stuff and you vote for them. With another mouth, they implement budgets and policies that increase the cost of living for you, and you are disappointed. How long will you keep playing the cyclical game of promises and disappointments? Who is the problem here? You, the voter. Get out of that toxic relationship and find yourself a better party. 2026 is around the corner, so start looking around for a better political party to start a relationship with. Anyway, that's it for today. Please share this video with that neighbor, that family member, that friend who believes that breaking and burning stuff solves the issues of the nation. To support the work that we do, head on over to www.citizenconcerned.co.za and join our membership or buy our merchandise. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Katlego. This is Citizen Concerned. And until next time, beware of the comrades.